We all grew up hearing the same romantic story. Two people meet, fall in love, and stay together forever. But here's the twist. More men than ever are choosing to stay single, not because they can't find someone, but because they don't want to. Across the modern West, marriage rates are crashing, singlehood is exploding, and the old rules about love and commitment are being rewritten right in front of us. So what's really going on? And even more importantly, why could embracing single life actually work in your favor right now? Let's break it down. There are plenty of research-backed reasons why single men are thriving today. Social psychologist Bella DePaulo points out that the so-called benefits of marriage are often exaggerated or simply wrong. Another study by Apostolou and Christoforou found that being single lets you focus on yourself, pursue your goals, avoid unnecessary drama, and live life on your own terms. Today, I'm going to share 5 reasons why being a single man might actually be better than you think, and some of these might completely change how you see relationships and life choices. Reason number 1. Genuine, supportive partners are increasingly rare. The traditional idea of a helpmeet, a partner who uplifts, supports, and complements her spouse, is becoming harder to find. Many men today encounter women who are highly opinionated, self-focused, or carrying complex emotional or personal baggage that can complicate a relationship. A man who has spent years building structure, stability, and clarity in his life may not have the time, energy, or patience to manage dysfunction that conflicts with his values or goals. Beyond personality and lifestyle differences, men often face partners whose priorities are misaligned with theirs, whether it's financial habits, career ambitions, or approaches to family and personal growth. In addition to these personal misalignments, the social landscape itself has shifted. Modern dating culture encourages independence, individualism, and self-prioritization, which can make it difficult for two people to genuinely commit to shared goals. Many people enter relationships with unresolved issues, unrealistic expectations, or an unwillingness to compromise, factors that place an even heavier emotional burden on the partnership. As a result, men who are focused and disciplined often find that they must navigate unnecessary conflict, emotional volatility, or inconsistent behavior that disrupts their sense of direction. Reason number 2. Marriage and relationships don't guarantee happiness. For centuries, society has taught us that marriage is the ultimate path to a fulfilling life. From a young age, we're told to find a partner, get married, and start a family. Otherwise, we've failed. Singles are often stigmatized as lonely, undesirable, or avoiding responsibility. However, research challenges this assumption. A recent study, Being Single in the 21st Century Modern Relationships, found that while newlyweds may experience a temporary boost in happiness around the wedding, their long-term satisfaction eventually returns to pre-marriage levels. Marriage may be culturally celebrated, but it isn't a guaranteed source of long-term happiness. In fact, Bella DePaulo notes that some people are naturally single at heart. For them, singlehood isn't a fallback. It's a choice, a lifestyle that offers authenticity, freedom, and fulfillment. Happiness comes from alignment with your true self, not the societal expectation of being married. 3. Peace, freedom, and intentional living. Singlehood isn't just about avoiding conflict. It's a deliberate choice to live life on one's own terms. Every aspect of life, time, money, energy, and attention, is fully under personal control. Men can pursue career goals, personal passions, hobbies, and adventures without compromise, creating stability, clarity, and momentum that is difficult to achieve within a partnership. Freedom also allows men to avoid unnecessary emotional and relational burdens. Conflicts, compromises, and emotional labor can drain energy and cloud judgment. Remaining single provides the space to build a life intentionally, focusing on long-term growth, health, and purpose, rather than short-term relational obligations. Men can spend time cultivating skills, investing in personal development, or traveling and exploring the world without compromise. Moreover, singlehood empowers emotional independence. Men can process emotions at their own pace, reflect deeply, and engage with others selectively, cultivating relationships on their own terms rather than out of obligation or routine. This intentional living fosters resilience, confidence, and a clear sense of purpose. For men who value stability, clarity, and autonomy, freedom isn't just a perk, it's a strategic advantage. Singlehood allows them to protect their peace, maximize personal potential, and craft a life fully aligned with their values, goals, and long-term vision. Reason number 4, divorce can ruin a man's life. It's far more than just the end of a relationship. It can completely unravel everything a man has worked for over decades. Homes, retirement savings, investments, even the stability he's built can disappear almost overnight. Many men have seen this scenario play out repeatedly. They've watched colleagues, friends, or even relatives, good, honorable men, fall victim to a legal system that often favors conflict over fairness. A man who enters marriage expecting partnership and companionship can quickly discover that the very institution meant to symbolize unity can instead reward rebellion, encourage hostility, and penalize responsibility. It's not just financial, it's deeply emotional. Stress, court battles, and betrayal can leave lasting scars on mental health, confidence, and relationships. For many men, the risk is too high. Staying single becomes a deliberate act of self-preservation, protecting hard-earned accomplishments, maintaining peace of mind, and avoiding a system that can weaponize success. In today's world, choosing singleness isn't fear, it's a strategic choice to safeguard everything a man has built. 5. Self-sufficiency gives a man a power most people never experience, the power of not being desperate. When a man no longer depends on a relationship for validation, identity, or emotional security, he becomes someone who cannot be manipulated or controlled. He stops tolerating disrespect, inconsistency, and chaos because he no longer fears being alone. His standards rise naturally. His clarity sharpens. He sees people exactly as they are, not as characters he wants them to play in his life. Most people jump from relationship to relationship because silence terrifies them. They treat companionship like a distraction, something to fill the empty spaces they refuse to confront. But the silence that suffocates others is the same silence that strengthens a self-sufficient man. In quiet moments, he builds his discipline. In solitude, he develops emotional independence. In stillness, he learns how to regulate himself instead of relying on someone else to do it for him. While others chase temporary comfort, the self-sufficient man builds permanent resilience. He becomes whole on his own, and wholeness attracts quality. When you already feel complete, you no longer entertain people who subtract from your life. You no longer cling to potential. You no longer negotiate your worth. As Seneca wrote, "The greatest wealth is the freedom to live as you choose." And single, self-sufficient men embody this truth. They don't wait for a partner to complete the picture. They build the entire masterpiece themselves. If you liked this video, hit like and subscribe. It only takes a second, but it helps me make more content for you. Thank you for watching.